Carmen Aristegui, an influential Mexican broadcast journalist whose recent report about the First Lady's mansion caused a huge scandal, has been fired. Her sacking has sparked anger among supporters who called the firing an affront to their freedom of speech. The story sparked allegations of conflict of interest, which the president is obviously denying. This all just adds more headache to Peña Nieto as he faced protest over the presumed massacre of 43 missing college students. The exposure of the Casablanca scandal, relating to the purchase of a multi-million-dollar home from a contractor who was actually connected to a billion-dollar infrastructure project, became one of the major news stories of 2014. Now, the firings at MVS, Aristegui has become the actual story. The station claims that Aristegui violated code of ethics by using their logo in connection to her scandal-exposing platform, Mexico Leaks. A historian and public intellectual, Enrique Krause, said via Twitter this. He said, "Carmen Aristegui is an indispensable voice in our public life. Her departure from MVS seriously threatens the freedom of expression in Mexico." Well, Jose, what do you think? Is this all a coincidence? I mean, do you really think that, because this isn't the first time that they've tried to get rid of her.
No, it's been a long time coming. Carmen Aristegui has been the leading voice of independent journalism in Mexico. She is being behind the biggest exposés of the government and the corruption that it's ingrained in the state. And I think this is just another example of how the Peña Nieto government is dealing internally with the situations that, bother him. As he just go to England and spends a great amount of money and flies 200 people to see the Queen and the daughter and the wife wear tens of thousands of dollars expensive dresses on this. They fire by an order of the president one of the top journalists in the country. Is very angering. I think most of the public opinion in Mexico it's unhappy with this situation, and it just goes to prove that the state is trying to control the freedom of speech.
Right, and in regards to that, obviously the MVS, they're denying that it was curbing freedom of speech. Well, what they're saying is the reason that she's getting fired is because they parted way because they could not tolerate her conditions and her ultimatums. But
the ultimatum comes from the fact that Multivision fired two of the closest collaborators that were actually the ones doing the research behind the Casablanca scandal. And then she said, well, if they don't come back to work, I'm leaving. So right. MVS didn't play along, and with her, the top three reporters of the station went behind her and stand with her and also resigned to the company. It's really dangerous because that was the last line of defense of the truth of what's going on in Mexico.
Yeah, and at the same time, as a veteran journalist like she is still. She did, though, drop the ball by using their logo.
I agree.
On the Mexican. She probably shouldn't have done that.
I think she dropped the ball. She committed a mistake of endorsing a very needed but nonetheless controversial website like Mexico Leaks without the authorization of the company using the logo for advertising. It's something that the company can use against her and is using against her to serve something that has been asked from Multivision from a long, long time ago, that it's to silence Carmen Aristegui because she bothers a lot of politicians most of the time by bringing light to issues that are very, very important for the public opinion to know.
Well, either way, no matter how you look at it, it does definitely underline that there is a problem in Mexico as far as freedom of speech goes, and especially in the media. So let us know what you guys think. Of course, should she have been fired for something small like that, or was that the straw that broke the camel's back? Were they looking for something, for a reason to get rid of her, and did the government actually have something to do with it? Let us know what you guys think, of course, and subscribe to the Lip TV for more.